Late at night, a beautiful statue suddenly appeared inside a church. Its golden wings shimmered like a descending angel. But on closer look, it wasn't a statue at all, it was a corpse. Both hands and the heart had been pierced by a single sharp blade. At the feet of the body, the killer had left a code name, the artist. And this wasn't the first case like it. Not long ago, another body had been displayed like a statue hung on a train. Just like before, there were no signs of struggle or evidence left behind. However, the preservative used on the body was nearly identical to the one used in a serial murder case 5 years ago. Back then, a killer who called himself the artist murdered 6 women and turned them all into human sculptures. That killer had been caught and was still in prison. Police now suspected this was a copycat. To move the case forward, the female police chief decided to visit the original artist. She knew that psychopaths like him had twisted obsessions, and the one thing they hated most was being imitated. But as soon as she entered the prison, the artist spoke her name. It was as if he had known she would come. She ignored it and began showing him crime scene photos. He smiled and said he would help, but only if they recreated his old art studio inside his cell. Surprisingly, the police agreed and rebuilt his cell to match his former workspace. He began studying the photos and materials. It didn't take long for him to spot something wrong. The feathers on the statue's wings were asymmetrical. From the missing part of the wing, the police found a tiny trace of nail polish. Unfortunately, that type of polish had been discontinued years ago. While they were still figuring out how to proceed, a new body was discovered. A fisherman, getting ready to head out to sea, found the third statue on a small boat near the shore. The body had decorative wings again, but one fingernail had been painted a different color. Beneath the nail was another clue, a broken compass needle. The moment the man saw it, he panicked. That compass had belonged to his former partner, who had died years ago. The police chief questioned him about the death. He hesitated for a long time before saying it was a car accident, but it was clear he was hiding something. That night, the man sat in a bathtub, lost in memories of the past. Then he put on dark clothes and slipped away to a secret gathering. On stage, a strange woman was holding a doll and swaying back and forth. The crowd below her also began to move in sync, as if they were being controlled. Meanwhile, the police chief was at home, talking to her husband, when suddenly she heard glass shatter. She grabbed her gun and entered the next room, only to be grabbed from behind, someone choking her. She fought back immediately, and her husband rushed in to help. The attacker ran off. It was the old man they had encountered earlier. She quickly called the police. Just then, the man received another call, and the fourth victim had appeared.